Can we just admit this? That this is probably the He-Man we wanted? And Kevin Hart to play Orko?
Subscribe to Intoxicated 3PO. Is that what they wanted? Yeah? Are we good? Did we do it?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. This is it. This is it. Unless something crazy happens, this is my He-Man video. Had to go to a family member's house to watch it. Watched all the episodes. I don't have Netflix. I don't have Disney Plus. That's why you don't see a lot of reviews on this channel, because I just don't have access to go watch it. And so I just wanted to see. I want to see what all the fuss was about. I wanted to see what all the drama was about. I wanted to see. And before I get into that, I just want to say that Mr. Kevin Smith isn't helping. He's not helping the situation at all. And in this latest tweet, which you probably have already seen because I'm late to this party, he's starting to troll fans. He's starting to troll people, and he just doesn't care anymore. He just doesn't care. He's like, I turned 51, and for some strange reason, if you don't know what's going on with He-Man, I'm about to spoil it. You've been warned. Even though Kevin Smith basically spoiled the whole thing anyway. He's saying he's about to start shooting Clerks 3. And wait till Brian finds out we kill off his character in the first act. Yeah, that's what they do to He-Man. So in the He-Man episodes, the very first episode, He-Man sacrifices himself to save everyone, and it was glorious. You know, that's what a hero does. And then when everybody was mourning, you get to the next one, everyone's sad, the He-Man died. They discover that it was Prince Adam who was He-Man, and only a select few knew about it. His mother, Man-at-Arms, and a couple others. And then Teela got mad in the middle of the funeral, I guess. In the middle when everyone's sad. The middle they found out that Prince Adam was He-Man and he's dead. She gets all upset and runs out. And it's like, y'all are liars. You're a bunch of liars. Then we get to Man-at-Arms. Later down. A few episodes later, he sees Teela and he kneels before her and begs for her forgiveness. I was like, what? The whole purpose was to keep it a secret. The whole purpose was to keep it a secret so the bad guys wouldn't go to Prince Adam and try to kill him, thinking that's He-Man. That's why he kept it a secret. And now Man-at-Arms, my dude, that was my favorite character as a kid. I had all the Man-at-Arms. You know, he was like a Transformer, you know? He was like Inspector Gadget. He was all that stuff rolled up in one. And here he is kneeling, saying, I'm so sorry I lied to you. Will you ever forgive me? I mean, it was so pathetic that the other characters were like, all right, can you stop? Can you stop all this? And then apparently they Orko might be dead, but he sacrificed himself for the others. Sacrificing yourself to save others, kind of a hero's journey. But Orko was just like one of the fun, loving characters, and you killed him off too. And then at the very end, Prince Adam comes back, and he gets stabbed in the heart. Now that's Act 1. All right, that's Act 1. The biggest issue here is that Kevin Hart made it seem that this first act is all about He-Man and that he was telling fibs and that he wasn't quite accurate. And the fans weren't happy. I mean, look, right here. He decided to talk about it because of such uproar and backlash, and he's just ratioed. You know, and the comment section doesn't do him any favors. He had the comment section off because he didn't want to hear it. And he just turned it back on, and he's just like, well, I'm going to move on. Going to move on to Clerks. Just letting it go. Even on Netflix, the Netflix teaser, people, they're not happy. They're not happy with how he came out and said certain things, and it's a completely different show. They could have called it Masters of the Universe, The Adventures of Teela, or something like that. And then maybe, maybe it wouldn't have such the backlash that he's getting. Now, I do remember another director that came out pretty hard when he was getting criticized for a film. And this is what's going on with Kevin Smith. He's trolling people on Twitter. He's calling out YouTubers. Maybe if he just kind of kept quiet and moved on, this kind of might have just bounced on over. But he interacted with people. He's trying to cover up some of the things he said. Maybe cover up's not the correct word. Or maybe it is. And it just caused this whole controversy of the He-Man cartoon, which is really not about He-Man, at least in this first act. So that's what I have to say. And that other director was, of course, Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson didn't like the criticism, didn't like what people had to say, began to troll fans. This person here, this tweet is no longer in existence, was criticizing The Last Jedi. And Rian Johnson didn't like it. So he gave him the middle finger. And then he deleted it a little bit later. Don't criticize the fans. Don't tell them to grow up. Don't tell them all those things, Kevin Smith. You put out a product, see what happens, and there it is. He felt the need to defend himself, and it's just backfiring, and it's making things worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't know. What are your thoughts in the comment section below? I know I'm late to this party. It's early in the morning. Got a busy day. Just want to get my thoughts out. I did see the show. You just really, it wasn't made for me. It wasn't made for me. But if you liked it, hey, all power to you. Some people really loved it, and they're waiting to see what happens. The next episode, I believe he already spoiled it, where he was like, He-Man fights Skeletor a few times. And I predict, because it is a favorite in the past children's cartoon, that all the characters will be back by the end. I don't know how they'll do that, but they'll put them all back together. Everybody will be happy. Everyone will be alive. And everything will be at balance in the world, because at the end of the day, they got to sell toys. And you can't sell toys if you kill off all the characters. Right? Right? Can we just be honest? I mean, I would pay to see that, man. Terry Crews. It's Jay with the video. I'll catch you next time.